a man who is not only a multiple-time major winner, a man who's an inspiration, but he is the talk of the golf town for the decision that he made, not only professionally, personally, and everything. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us, the newest member of the LIV Golf Tour, Jon Rahm.
Yeah!
How you guys doing?
Hey, I think you're gonna have to move that camera just a little bit because it's either me or Herbie. I appreciate you. That's my dog right there.
Are you not standing today? Come on.
Well, listen, it was a little chilly out here. Ron, I was sitting down. There's a heater under here. Herb Street's here also. He might ask you a question or two in the middle of this. But we would like to say from our entire program and all of our families and all of our friends, congratulations, bro.
Yeah, Ron.
Thank you.
Let's dive into the conversation now. So you've been very cordial throughout this entire thing with the development of LIV, you staying in PGA. A lot of PGA golfers were potentially taking pot shots. You've always remained high road. I'm here to play golf. I'm here to compete. How long has LIV been trying to kind of recruit you over there? And what was the determining factor in the end? Because you're best golfer on earth. This is a massive swing for this LIV Golf Tour. And how long has this been taking place? And what was the determining factor, you think, Jon?
Well, so I had my agent under strict instructions, and I told him, until you think this is a really good idea for me, don't bring it up. So I do believe they were talking to them for actually since the beginning of LIV Golf. They just never brought it up to me. And, this year with we thought it was good timing, right? With winning a major, being exempt for the majors, having made quite a bigger name for myself after the golf that I've played the last few years. We thought it was good timing, and that's when they brought it up to me. The landscape of golf is ever changing right now, especially the last few years. And after seeing LIV Golf in action and seeing what they have to offer, being part of a team is so nice that it obviously became a possibility. Now, I'm not going to duck the question, and I'll say it. Listen, obviously the money is very, very nice. I'm not going to give you the whole spiel, okay?
Yeah.
I don't play golf for the love. I don't play golf for money, but as a father, as a husband, as a family man, I do owe it to my family to set them up the best I can, and luckily I have that possibility. So yeah, that was a big part of it.
That's obviously we appreciate
AJ,
your
hold on. I'm so sorry. AJ, hold on. I'm so sorry. A lot of numbers being reported. Are any of them accurate?
I'm not going to comment on that.
Come on.
Congrats. Go ahead, AJ. I'm sorry, buddy.
Jon, we hear there's a December 31st deadline for between LIV and the PGA to figure something out. I guess what they agree to terms on a merger. But do we have any clarity of what the future may look like? Is there a merger? Where will everybody be playing a couple of years from now? And do you have any information on that?
So, obviously, because of the nature of us having certain negotiations with LIV Golf, I've maintained a little bit of an absence when it comes to all that. I didn't want to be all up in PGA Tour's business if I was ever going to LIV. I just didn't feel like that was right. So I'm not up to date. All I can say is that I hope whatever's happening behind closed doors is the best for the players and for the game, both sides, right? I want the best product and the best golf for us and the fans as well, right? So whatever that may be, I don't know what it is. That's for the experts to decide. I want the people to have something better to watch.
Okay, for your golf game, I saw Brooks welcome you back, obviously, and Phil is going to be excited about this since the beginning. What do you think this means for LIV going forward, especially with Dustin Johnson over there? I mean, you are a massive swing whenever it comes to competition level going over there. What do you think this means for the future of golf as a whole and for LIV going forward, Jon?
Well, I always thought LIV was competitive. You definitely have some really good players there. And when you have some man shoot 58 on a Sunday to win a tournament by 6, there definitely is competition. So I'm just an added, is different. Gone. I'm just added to what already is a really good product.
Nice. Jon, Connor has something for you.
Yeah, Jon, last year before the Ryder Cup, you were pretty vocal about the fact that you thought that the LIV players should be able to play in the Ryder Cup. And then I'm not sure if you saw it, but yesterday Rory McIlroy also was like, well, now we have to change the Ryder Cup rules no matter what because we need, Jon Rahm or else we'll fall to America once again. But how do you feel about those things? And do you think that there's going to be a little bit of a change between the relationship of the PGA and LIV now because of how massive it is that you're going over there?
Yeah, when I said that a year ago, I mean, I've always been a proponent of the team having the best players to play, right? Again, no matter the reason we play a sport, we're entertainers at the end of the day, and you want to have the best product and the best chance for your team to succeed. And I believe you should give a chance to every single player, right? Right now, to hear Rory say that, honestly, it makes me a little emotional. I respect the man so much. He's done a lot for the game of golf and accomplished a lot. So for him to have my back right away from day one is important. It's important for this process to change faster than later, right? So the earlier we can get a way back for people like me to maybe be able to qualify for that team, the clearer, the easier it's going to be for us to compete and try to get on that team and not have to be a pick. I can't speak for other people, right? So I can't speak for PGA Tour executives or LIV Golf executives. I can only say what I can say, and I've never had animosity, right? I've always respected everybody for making the choice and choosing whatever they think is a better career path. If there's any there, I hope it gets resolved, right? Again, we're in the entertainment business, so we got to make what's best for the people watching. Now, with that said, I hear you guys talking about Daniels, former ASU quarterback. I'm gonna get salty that is being talked about as a Heisman winner. And, I wish ASU was a contender. I really wish. Usually we have certain circumstances this year, but man, I'm gonna be a little salty here and that.
I appreciate you following along with college football, and obviously you come to America, become a hero of ours, even though not a citizen of our country. Are you going to wear pants? Or are we wearing shorts whenever you're?
That's a good question.
Depends on the weather. That's if it's hot, I'll wear shorts. Yeah, I'll definitely. Why not? We'll take advantage of it.
Okay, come on. The music, too. Have you talked about the music? Because allegedly, I'm just reading tea leaves on the internet. Who knows what's real? Who knows what isn't real? Allegedly, you had some things that you were like, well, we got to get this sorted before I potentially come over there. Was the music that's just jamming on like the 18th hole on hole 54 to win the entire thing a part of the conversation? Was it any of that stuff, or was it other conversations that were taking place?
The music was never an issue. I mean, I wish you could see me playing at home. God, it's usually about four goons and golf carts that go 30 miles an hour with louder music that most people have. So,
what type of music, John? What type of music you listen to?
Depends who's on the group. I'm very diverse, from a man that grew up in northern Spain to now being, having spent half of my life here in the U.S. You can get anything from Michael Jackson to Kendrick Lamar to Bad Bunny, which would be my three favorite artists if I had to pick right now.
Wow.
So there's a variety, right? Slowly getting into country, very slowly, And if I end up being a big country fan, I should owe it to Luke Holmes, because that man's voice is absolutely incredible, and some of the songs are really hit home. So Luke, shout out. You got me into country slowly.
Cold beer never broke my heart.
Hell yeah, Rombo.
It's a damn favorite, of course. I get it.
He's scratching me right where I itch. Last question for me before I assume a couple of the boys back in the studio have a question for you. How's your game? Are we playing great golf right now? Are we still reaching peak? What do we think where the golf game is at right now?
It's good. I actually was with a friend that was in Callaway working a couple of things, and he told me the key to my success is, John, just reach your peak and plateau. Stay at that. And I'm like, got it. I'll try my best. So I'm working towards that, reaching my maximum level, hopefully keeping it there forever, which is what we all do. But I'm playing good golf. This time of year, it's a little bit more family time, right? So we will be going to Spain, seeing family there. Some of them haven't seen my kids in a long time. So being a part of that, and it will be after Christmas when we start thinking about the new season, which for me now has a different start.
Okay, go ahead, AJ. Sorry, buddy.
John, why? So Jay Monahan, the commissioner of the PGA, have players on the tour, I know you don't want to speak for other people, but have people lost trust in him and what he's done? I know it's kind of been waffling back and forth between no one really knows what's going on. Like, how do you think the tour is, and how is Jay Monahan kind of handling everything?
I mean, it's people have been vocal. Yeah, there's been people that have lost that trust. And if things going forward, if he stays the commissioner, it's going to take a long time for a lot of these players to trust him. I do believe there are some that still trust he's the better option. And I know there's some that don't believe that, right? So I don't know what's going to happen in the future. And I'm not really going to get into the politics of the game that much because it's not my place. It's not really. I know you want me to get a little bit detail on that, but I'm not going to.
Okay. Hey, you're worth 500, 600, 700, 800, 900 million.
Billy, 1000.
Couple billion.
Yeah, you do whatever the hell you want, Rombo. You do whatever the hell you want.
Hey, you keep saying numbers. At some point, you'll say the right one. So keep on going.
Just keep climbing.
Oh, so we got to keep. Hey, wait a minute.
No. That's not what I said. Just say, keep throwing numbers. At some point, you hit it.
Okay.
I'm trying to read your facial expression. You know, that beard looks so good. I assume we're going to have a fresh haircut every day. That's what life is like whenever you have 550 million, 575. Yeah, all right, sweet. Herbie and I have been doing a little bit of research on this entire LIV thing. And
Oh, yeah.
there was one time, yeah, right here, we've been doing it. There was a conversation, I think, by the entire golf world that I think you also chatted about.
That's right.
The setup of it, you know, LIV, LIV, we understand Roman numerals 54. And the way the entire structure of the tournaments have gone, at the beginning, I think a lot of us were like, hey, this is Mickey Mouse. No offense, ESPN. No offense. No offense. But a little bit Mickey Mouse almost in the entire, yeah. It's an interesting situation. We've been saying that for a long time. Now we're on ESPN.
Got to be careful.
It's a tough balance, you know, but it is. And you can I'm still here, even though the screen went completely dark. Did you have conversations with the LIV Tour about that? And what does the future kind of look like for them? Do you think there is going to be an adaptation to a more traditional tournament setup for them? Or is this kind of what they're sticking to and you just signed up to be a part of it?
One thing about the name before I get into the answer, 54 in most golf courses is also a perfect round of golf, 18 under par, right? So it's related to that as well.
Kim Jong-un. Jong-un shot that.
Yeah,
Kim Jong-un shot that.
He shot much
I don't know
better,
if you know that.
actually. Much
I believe he shot lower than that.
He shot 18,
yeah.
18.
I know, I mean,
Oh, he shot 18.
Have you ever played with
He
him?
shot the perfect
He's
spot.
an 18. Yeah.
Did he ever ask you to play?
No. I'm not sure if he even knows actually.
Now you're worth 650,
He knows.
675, 700 million.
Here we go. 500.
He was.
775.
I'm just gonna nod my head and keep on going. You're just gonna
Yeah.
I'll say for one.
No, but is that a combo though? Was that a worry for you a little bit?
Not a worry. I certainly, it's a different format, right? So when you're doing something new, like LIV Golf has done, there's going to be people that support it and people that don't. I at first didn't fully support it, but after talking to them and understanding the reasoning as to why there's 3 rounds, it makes a lot more sense now. And, you know, whether we go to 72 holes or not, eventually at some point, is not something that is my priority list right now, right? Throughout this whole process, there's some things I was willing to concede and some things that I wasn't, and the format in itself wasn't really top priority. I've already been openly critical about the World Golf ranking even before joining LIV Golf. I don't think it's the best ranking we can have, and I don't think it's accurate, and I've said that for a year now. But then I do believe that even though there's a process to get world ranking points, I do believe you would be kidding yourself if you don't think LIV Golf is competitive enough to have world ranking points. And I do believe at some point it needs to be integrated into the world of golf the way other tours are. It's that simple. You have quality golfers and quality competition.
Jon, do you have any kind of like finder's fee if you actively recruit some studs from the PGA Tour and bring them over to LIV? How's that work? That'd be a nice little negotiating tactic. Okay, give me like,
Because then you're worth 800, 850.
can I have an extra
875.
$30 million per like top 10 guy I bring over?
I will not comment on that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, AJ,
Can I recruit players too? Can I do what I can to try to? Do I get a cut of a finder's fee? Never mind. You don't have to worry about that, Jon.
Hey, do they drug test? Do they drug test for like peptides and stuff and marijuana
What else?
over there at LIV?
Honestly, I really don't care if they drug test or not. I do believe they do, but I know I'm going to pass with flying colors every time.
Wow.
Do I look like I do anything? Like, look at me. Do I look like I do any
Yeah.
anything,
Yeah.
right?
I know
Yeah,
Spencer
I see
Tatum.
you
I know your
golf.
trainer, John.
No, talk to
Yeah,
Spencer.
yeah.
And what JJ was talking about Phelps and him not taking supplements, right? I'm guided by JJ. I try to take supplements, right? I was asking him the other day how to keep my muscle weight up, and he was making fun of me because I can't bench 225, right?
Whoa.
So it's just
Oh,
one of
what a
those things.
bully. You need to pick up that stack of 550, 555.
650.
Ooh, that might have been it.
How many years?
Oh,
That might have been it.
550 feels
What are
like
the
we're
terms?
dancing.
That might have
Feels
been
like
it.
we're dancing.
It already leaked. One of the contracts already
The
leaked.
best thing about not saying anything is watching people go wild with what it may or may not be in the stories.
No, Rombo, I want to let you know our particular program, I don't know how everybody has felt, obviously, in the media world about the money and where it's coming from. Our particular program is people who did not grow up with much. Like the fact that amount of money is available for athletes. And if a business or a corporation was to take money from the same exact place, which has happened on a very regular basis, it's a celebration. Another investment round has been made and we get hundreds of millions of dollars. Look at this business doing things for their shareholders and everything. But when athletes do it, it's like they're taking bad money. Hey, they should not do that. They should take it's like, okay. It's real. Okay. You're saying this on Twitter that the majority in investment stakeholder was Saudi Arabia. And then people are drinking their Starbucks. It's like, you know how much money is from Saudi Arabia, and then they're watching on TV. It's like that network right there. Do you know where all the money is coming from that's invested in there? So like athletes getting attacked for that was the big thing that I was not happy about. I'm not like, listen, if we're going to attack everybody for this, let's do that. You changing your entire family tree forever because of the amount of work that you put into your craft, into your sport is nothing short of honorable, admirable, inspiring, and you should be incredibly proud, pal. You honestly should be. It's an awesome thing. I hope you go in there, play your best golf, and I hope you continue to open up avenues for other athletes to be able to do the same damn thing.
I really appreciate it. Throughout my golf career, I've said many times, I've talked about Seve Ballesteros, for people that don't know, greatest Spanish golfer to ever live. The game of golf was at a very unpopular state when he started playing golf, and by the time he'd passed, it was a very different sport. It's one of the popular golfs in Spain, and he transformed it even worldwide, right? So I've always said, if I can do my part and leave golf in Spain alone in a better state than I found it, it's already a good thing. And if along the way I can actually help grow it around the world, I'll be doing my part, right? So I think creating new possibilities and new avenues is important, and this is one of them. And I'm glad to be a part of something like this, and hopefully if there's somebody in the future that grows up playing golf, maybe they're fans of my team or whatever it may be, whether they're Spanish or not, and they can say because of me or some of us, they play golf, right? That's the ultimate goal. And that's so you can almost, if you play really good golf, you reach that legend status, right? I did this because of that person. And being remembered because of what you've done for the sport is also important.
What's the team name? Do we know? Has that ever been announced?
Oh, we're on it. We actually had the first meeting
That's
about that.
We're on it. We're on it.
Yeah,
We're
that's
on
a
it.
great name.
That's a good team name. What's the logo going to be? We WOI. What?
Listen, I'm gonna tell to the audience, if there's any names you guys like, please.
Great.
Here we go.
We'll send you 20.
Out there.
Can we come up with some?
We'll be under consideration.
The Rambos.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone
Yep.
could be your mascot.
Yeah.
The
Boom.
Rambos.
Team Rambo.
I don't think we
And you
can
guys wear
trademark that one.
facial
That'll be-
paint.
Ball washers.
Well,
All right, ball washer's not good.
No, unless you
that-
have,
that's yeah.
if
Do
you have
not- do
shiny
not.
golf balls, that could be cool if that's like your MO.
Yeah, because you guys could be that thing that
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, that could be your logo, the up and down ball cleaner.
it actually
no
could
joke
move
there.
too. With how much?
What? Brando
What-
Chambly
what's the
didn't
joke?
ask you about that too?
No, he has not asked me. I'll take advice if he has a team name for me.
John, don't invest in Burnley. Okay, just one of your friends already made it.
Yeah, whatever you do.
I told
keep your money.
JJ I wanted JJ to be here and be a part of it, but he respects me too much. He said this was my moment, and I did want him to be a part of this. Hopefully in the future he is, because he would have definitely made this a little funnier because he knows the personal side of it a little bit better.
No, don't put any of your money in that. That's like going right into NFTs. Burnley is going right out of the league right now. Yeah, all right. I'm getting throttled by.
I still want them
Hey,
to
Ron-
like see would I invest or not. You know, my first love when it comes to football is going to be Athletic Bilbao, where I come from.
Okay.
So if I ever invest, it'll probably be there first, and it's a member-owned club, so that's not going to happen. But that's my first love, and it'll feel wrong doing it somewhere else. But I still want them to.
Marty Fish just said the El Toros.
Ooh.
John doesn't.
I mean, if you go that way, you should do Los Toros and just say it in Spanish.
Well, we tried. We don't speak your language, John.
Be the Los.
All right.
Los
Well,
Caballos.
aquí estamos, mi amigo. We appreciate you so much. Congratulations on everything. We're proud of you, buddy. We don't know you that well, but we're incredibly proud of you. We can't wait to watch him. We'll find where the CW is to watch you whenever you're playing.
Thank you, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jon Rahm. Thank you, John.